After several years of teaching and directing various bands, Alan Galkey developed hearing problems, making it painful to continue standing in front of a sea of boisterous musicians. As an alternative career that allowed him to continue being involved in music, in 1971, Alan Galkey decided to open a music store.
I was teaching at the time in Western Racine County at Raymond and Yorkville School, and I found out that there was a law against being a teacher and selling instruments, but I found out that the penalty of that law was $25. And I thought, well, if I get caught, I'd pay him the $25 and still put the rest in my pocket. That wouldn't have been a problem. But then I decided, well, we'll open a store.
Alan and his wife Sharon decided to start their business in the basement of a bank, where Alan and a friend of his gave guitar lessons and let their students decide whether they wanted to buy those guitars they used in the lessons. Soon after, Alan leased a small storefront in Hales Corners, and Brass Bell was born. The first store was a staff of 1 or 2 employees and 2 lesson studios. Business picked up when Alan began a relationship with the Wisconsin Lutheran School Band program.
The big success came when we got into Wisconsin Lutheran grade school system, and we started selling instruments there. And we got in there and we wiped right through our supply.
Brass Bell's relationship with Wisconsin Lutheran established them as a presence within the city's music community. One of the most significant things to come out of this relationship was the creation of Brass Bell's unique rent-to-own program, which is how the program continues to run today. This program, with its unique option to rent without any long-term commitment, quickly made Brass Bell a popular site for school instrument rentals. Once the Hales Corners store demonstrated its success, Alan opened another store in the North Shore area. Throughout the 1980s, the Galkeys continued to expand, opening a 3rd store on North Avenue, which later moved to Mayfair Mall. A 4th store was opened in Northridge Mall, and a 5th was opened in Racine in the Regency Mall. The original Hales Corners store moved first to Southgate Mall and later to Southridge. In 1984, a terrible fire destroyed the North Shore location, forcing a move to the Bayshore Mall. The financially difficult times of the 1980s and early 90s forced the Galkeys to consolidate their business into their one most successful store in Bayshore Mall, closing the other locations. Throughout the years, all 5 of Alan's children grew up helping in the business. Terry, Tracy, and Trini moved on to find careers elsewhere. Todd and Tristan continued learning and working in the business. Alan retired in 2000, leaving the Brass Bell to Todd and Tristan. After 19 years in the Bayshore Mall, Brass Bell moved once more to its present location on Silver Spring, where it boasts 16 state-of-the-art lesson studios, a recital hall named in honor of its founder, Alan Galkey, and an on-site instrument repair facility. Todd has moved on to run a successful Snap-on franchise, and Tristan remains to carry on the family tradition of being a gateway into a musical life for the aspiring musicians of the greater Milwaukee area.